Hello comrades, my name is Fritz and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program New Horizons. Today we're going to establish a small colony on the surface of Minmus. So without further ado, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start. We have liftoff. Oh dear, and well, maybe that didn't quite go to plan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start. We have liftoff. We are go for release of the outboard solid rocket boosters, and after they pop, hopefully they won't explode. Oh, and they are fitted with parachutes, and off they go. That was a beautiful bit of precision engineering there as they fall away back to Earth. We should get the funds back from those in no time. Once they land. Hopefully they won't land too quickly and break, but hopefully we can get all the money back from that. Anyway, yes, we are ploughing on towards destination Minmus, and we are using asparagus staging on this particular rocket, so we have oh dear, frame rate's dropping a bit. We have 2 outboard motors to drop off, and then we have another 2 to continue to push us into space, and then a fully fueled central core that is currently burning but being fed by the outer boosters. And once again, wish me luck for a clean separation as they are about to run out. We're using the KW Rocketry Maverick 5 engines. Off they go, and beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's pitch over to the eastern orbit direction. An eastern orbital direction is good because we are rotating with the planet, and if we were to launch in the opposite direction it would require a lot more fuel. Maintaining a decent thrust to weight ratio, I'm not entirely sure what it is, seeing as I haven't got KW Rocketry, Kerbal Engineer Redux installed on this particular spacecraft, but we do seem to be accelerating at a decent clip. The speed, well, the rate of acceleration does drop when the stages actually get jettisoned for the first time, but that should even out in no time at all, and it is doing. We're going to roll over to make sure that our boosters are level with the horizon before we continue into orbit. This really is looking beautiful now as we soar into the upper atmosphere. We'll go for the second pair of boosters, and oh bloody hell, oh dear. Yeah, what's happened is the boosters have actually hit the central engine, which means that this is a scrub. Right, take 2, and we are going for our second attempt at this second booster pair separation operation thing, and approaching 500 meters per second, once again soaring into the upper atmosphere. We're going to make a small correction before the separation actually occurs. We've put ullage motors on the sides of these tanks, so hopefully this should go more to plan. Off they go, and okay, 2 of them come off, and don't hit the motor. Beautiful. Well, it wasn't perfect, but it was better than the other one. We're back, and we've just achieved main engine cutoff of our second stage booster, and we are now drifting freely in orbit. Now we have to transfer our way out to Minmus and get our base down to the surface. And the way we're going to do that is to match planes with the tiny iceberg in Kerbin's sphere of influence. And as you can see, it is at quite an angle. No, it's not. That's just another spaceship. What is that, by the way? C7 satellite mission. Oh, that I think was a mission that didn't go quite to plan, and I just left that drifting in space. Now, yeah, so first we need to match planes with Minmus, and we do that by going to our nodes and matching our angle. We head over to our maneuver node. We have a 22-second burn, so we'll start burning 11 seconds or so, 10 or 11 seconds before the node actually arrives. And if we do, oh dear, okay, this spaceship is a bit top heavy, well not top heavy, a bit bottom heavy. It's only really designed to operate using the RCS when the lander is free of the transfer stage. I thought since we are drifting very freely in space, I would review some of my gaming software. This YouTube channel was really an experiment in doing YouTube for as little money and arguably as little talent as possible. So most of the software has been got on a shoestring. To record I use Fraps and my built-in laptop microphone, which would explain why I sound so nasal. I do try and do some form of breathing exercises to make sure that that sort of noise that tinny sound is mitigated a little bit, but it doesn't really do much in the way of helping that. But anyway, yes, the games were all bought in sales and that kind of thing. And I have to say, as we miss our maneuver node a bit here, that I haven't done too badly. I mean, I've really been hampered by my video uploading schedule, I believe. I mean, I'm clearly not the most entertaining individual in the world, but that said, my schedule could do with some improving. Oh dear, hang on, if I were to... Am I actually going to hit Minmus? Yes, I am, excellent. If I were to try and gain more subscribers. I've been kind of stuck at 35 for a very long time, and I'm in fact dropped to 34 as we dispense with these outer tanks as they fly off into the cold vacuum of space in the early stages again. And I'm miles off. How have I managed that? No. That will not do. That will not do at all. Now, you may notice that Minmus is quite far away. That's because we are going to encounter it at some point, as our computer said we would. So we add a maneuver here, set Minmus as our target. Where are we going to go? Ah, there we are, yes. 39 meters per second. We will slow down quite gradually as we gain gravitational potential energy, or decrease our gravitational potential. Sorry, no, increase our gravitational potential from Kerbin as that kinetic energy is eaten up, and slowing down will give Minmus time to catch up, and our burn is in 4 hours. You can see we are slowing down, even though it is very close. I mean, a burn that distance away would be a couple of minutes from now on Kerbin, but here, 4 hours is what we require. And we slow down quite a bit. You'll see the speedometer ticking down to about 200. We were doing 2.3 kilometers per second as opposed to 200 meters per second in orbit around Kerbin, which shows you that Kerbal Space Program's Newtonian physics dynamics model is actually holding remarkably true in some spaces in this game. And we've got to burn about a second beforehand here, which is going to be a bit tricky. Yes. So KSP runs on this Newtonian dynamics model, and oh dear, we've missed it. It's actually very accurate up to short distances at least. I mean, you do get some floating point precision errors if your orbit is highly circular. I mean, no orbit is perfectly circular, but if you, on the off chance, do manage to time your burns to such precision that circularity is what ensues, then yeah, Kerbal Space Program does struggle. It does automatically assume that its user is, completely incompetent, and to a degree we all are, I guess, as we find a Minmus encounter. Let's quick save here, and head over. Pointing retrograde again. This transfer stage has actually lasted us quite a while as we burn. Just slow ourselves down to land near that ice lake here. Maybe we can land in that caldera. Yeah, we can definitely use the little engine to get us to where we want. In that regard, is that a plateau or an ice lake? No, that's a plateau. That's very nice. Anyway, yes, we can land near that little bit there. A nice equatorial landing site. We do have stability on because our pilot is fine. Yep. It doesn't look like we're going to need that much thrust to get us down, so we might end up doing a suicide burn just because this will take quite some time. There it goes, and we have released our Minmus exploration spacecraft vehicle thingy-widget. Very exciting. And Shellery Coman sitting in his tin can far above the icy moon of Minmus as we head down to the surface. And I should probably back away from that at some point. Oh no, we'll be fine. We'll just have to... Yes, as that sails away. Okay, we're back, and I realised that I could hit Alt and then my time warp keys to use the time warp at low altitudes. Now we are going to hit this mountain, which is not ideal, I will concede, and I want to kind of tilt away from that. Unfortunately, we have positioned these RCS thrusters relative to the sort of the tilt on those engines. So it is a bit of a bitch to fly. The base is a bit of a bitch to fly. It's a basic bitch here as we head down towards the surface. 17 meters per second as we're going to tilt towards the 90. And probably deploy the landing legs, 400 meters. And yes, 8 meters per second. Hey, that doesn't look too bad. It's quite a nice looking spacecraft. Which is always a bonus. As what are we doing? What are we doing? We're heading back out into the ice lakes. I just want to move away from this hill, if that's okay. Can we? And I can't see my shadow, which I would assume means we're a bit too high, or the light is at the incorrect angle here. Yeah, actually we're heading quite nicely towards that other mountain as we hit Alt again. And sail gloriously and elegantly across the ice here. 25 meters per second, we can cut the engines, spin around, we've got plenty of fuel to do our landing shenanigans. 8, this is kind of a sky crane-esque machine we've got going on here. That looks quite exciting. 6 meters per second, there's the ground. 5, 3, 2. Ground is very close. 2 meters per second, Shellery. Doing a very good job at the helm of this little machine. 2 meters per second. Solar panels are out, landing gear is out, and touchdown. Oh dear, no, we've overcooked that one slightly. Use the RCS to, bam. Okay, no. Stop. Stop. Hey, that's fantastic. Quick save here. And, yes. Let us see if we can't. We have that, and our contracts. Land our outpost on Minmus. Contract complete. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. Without even lifting a finger. Okay, let's check our balance. 3.2 million. Well, hey. And we will, of course, get more of that back from doing that. In other news, I have just realised that we have no parachutes on this spacecraft. But that's alright, because I did in fact have another mission planned. So, before we get Shellery out to explore the surface of Minmus, yeah, that will happen in the next episode, but in the meantime, it's been an eventful one, we've covered a lot, I've talked about a lot. And my name is Fritz, and I will of course see you next time for more Kerbal Space Program, New Horizons.